Hi guys, Creative Laura here. Welcome. Well, what the hail happened here? My friend and I thought of that saying, the topic. So we've had a lot of storms here in Northern California, and I think Southern also. Um, and as you can see through the blinds, that I have one of my umbrellas stuck inside of my lemon tree. Now it started out up here, like over here, and I had it on my back patio porch under the gazebo closed, but it caught wind because we had like 60 to 75 mile an hour winds here, which happens every now and then. And it caught wind and it went up and over the gazebo down into the tree, and then it kept moving, migrating, because I didn't know how I was going to get it out because I can't get in here. So now it's at the end of the tree, and I think I can get it out. It's all ripped up now because of thorns and everything, but it's broken, so it's probably not going to be any good, but I'll see if I can keep it, if I can salvage it. If I can't, then I can't. So that happened during the storm. And then the other thing that happened during the storm, let me walk you over here. I'm just gonna forewarn you, it's pretty ugly back here. So, yep, looks pretty bad. So my gazebo, the roof is gone. But honestly, I take these cut pieces of the lattice and they become the roof. And I always re-secure them with like zip ties and then cut the little end pieces, except I didn't do that on those two pieces right there. So there's just half of it. I don't know if you can see, and there's like debris from the storm. Anyways, it's actually 3/4 gone because it's really only 1, 2, 3, 4 panels that are on, and then those are obviously coming off. Okay, so that's come off, and my poor little lemon tree, a lot of lemons are on the ground, but the raccoons and possums have been eating them because I haven't been putting food out, cat food, because it's just raining, so it gets wet and gross. My other very old, it's been I think 8 years, maybe 8 years, I think, that I've had this big umbrella here from Target, and it's like been leaning, and now it's like totally leaned over, and the fabric got pulled off from the wind. Anyway, so yeah, the umbrella started out here, and I couldn't get to it, and I'm really allergic to the thorns of the lemon tree. Now it's way over there, as you can see. Where's my finger? Way over there. So everything on top of my little shed, I mean, it keeps opening. I had rocks to cover it. Look at the ground. There's half-eaten oranges and pomegranates from the poor little raccoons and possums. My little fountain has like, I think, a empty cat food bag that I had lined in here for, to keep to have like a surface that wouldn't absorb the water, and then I would put the little bedding in there for the cat, the outside cat. I'll talk about him in a second. So everything is gross and dirty and messed up, like all these, like my sunshade. Look at all this debris. It's so gross. There was a towel there. There's a blanket over there that I was drying, and it just got really bad. My plant is turned over. I gotta pick that up. There's another umbrella shade, I should say, not the actual frame. It's just gross, you guys. So most of this has come off, which is okay because I can put that back on. I have all the pieces still. And then in the backyard, I don't know if you could see back here, I have my fertilizer there from my dad that I got for my birthday. I will use that. I don't think I'll use it this coming up spring, but after. But the fence blew down, which I knew was going to happen. I try to talk the owner into, it's a long story because there was one other owner and then she sold it and she was horrible. Even the person who bought the house said how horrible she was. Everyone was glad she left. But now there's 2 sections down, and I think he wants to just push it up. And I said, there's no pushing it up. It's too waterlogged and it's broken off of the posts. So anyway, I said we can probably replace it with the metal posts like I have. I don't know, you can't see them, but they're metal posts, and we can probably reuse the sections of wood. So that's to come. I'll keep you posted. I'm not really sure how I'm going to afford that, but if, he should pay half. But sometimes people get funny about these things, and you never know. So I got that down. 2 sections. The 3rd section you can't really see right here, but it's cracked and halfway coming down, and then the rest is okay. But wow. I mean, the bright side is it didn't all come down and it didn't hurt anyone. It fell on my retaining wall, so that's good. And also I still have beautiful lemons, and yeah, but everything kept blowing. It was horrible. We had hail the size of, I don't even know what really size they were because I didn't go out to look at them until about an hour and a half later, and they were the size of like maybe my thumbnail, and I think they were bigger. And so it was crazy, a crazy storm. And it's been like this every night, every late evening, even during the day, it'll be windy and crazy. Right now, the sky is still kind of nice. There hasn't been any craziness, but it will probably get that way tonight. I think Thursday is supposed to be, what's today? Monday. Thursday is the only day that it might not rain, but it's going to rain this evening. And it's going to rain for another 10 days. We've got another 10 days of this. So anyways, if anything, I would love you guys' prayers if you believe in, praying. And if you don't, maybe you can just send good vibes my way, that I just get this resolved and I can move past it, because I really don't have the money for it. But on top, and look how, it's just so gross out there. Gosh. Oh, I just can't wait to get out there and clean it up. But anyway, so that's that part. Let's go back to the kitchen part. So my faucet started leaking 2 nights ago. I just put this new faucet in about 1.5 years ago. I have my bowl soaking, but it overflowed from underneath. So I have it open, and I had put this cat baby divider for the cats. And then I had put, it overflowed with water. I had this underneath there, and it overflowed, started pouring out. I have all of my stuff here to put back. But it was something as simple as, I'll show you. But the stuff that you see underneath the paper towels right here, it's all baking soda. I'm now out of baking soda. I need to go to the store and get some more. And it's been airing out now for almost 2 days, and it's still wet. So I put paper towels on top just to help absorb it. So that's going on, and I told the guys, all they have to do is move this baby gate when they want to wash their dishes. I just don't want the cats to go in there, but it needs to air out. So what it is, I have one of those gooseneck faucets, and this is why I don't like these. I just put this in less than 1.5 years ago. But, you can pull it down and, spray all over you want, in, wherever on your sink. But it's really a weak point because, as you can see, so we put this little clip on here. Let me move it up. You can see the gasket here, and then this is a clamp. It's weakened around here all over, as you can see. And when it went back up inside here, it would just drain the water back down the pipe along the gasket hose and down into here, and it filled up. So it happened over like a 3-day period. And so for now, I'm one of my tenants thought about ingeniously putting this clamp here, which we did. And I'm not so sure I can replace it, because I mean, this was, you know, this was hard when I had to replace this, and I had help with it. I don't, you know, I'm not going to be able to get another one. So if you have one of these, I would suggest just not to use it, you know, and just like, you know, go like this with it, because you're just weakening that area. So let me put the light on it so you can see better. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about. Just don't go crazy with it and go, you know, twist it around, because that's weakening it, and you're going to have a leak. But you can, you know, bring it down. It's just not good to be pulling on all the time. You almost need to pull it on the actual hose, the gasket hose, better than just right here where it's just a weak point. So I'm not a fan of these, but it was something I was able to get. So that's that, and I'm dealing with it, and it's still drying, which is fine. And then it kind of leaked all the way over there, which was fun too. So my kitchen is a mess, but so I got the faucet drying, or underneath the cabinet drying out. Got my little umbrella in the tree stuck. my yard is a mess. The fence is down in 2 sections. The whole yard is a mess. My gazebo roof is pretty much gone. And what else? Oh, and if you're wondering like why I have these out, these are the weights and extra pieces for the faucet. I mean, they're useless now, but so I don't really need them. And this is a tool, and this was a part of, I think, and my old faucet maybe. I just kept the pieces underneath there, but I don't need them anymore. So my little laptop, I went live on New Year's Eve, which was really fun. I'm so thankful you guys tuned in. And I just took it down because it wasn't like anything epic or anything. It just, I took it down because honestly, I didn't really like how I looked. So I was like, ew, I'm taking it down. So anyways, when I was on live, I had this plugged in, and the electricity actually went out, if for any of you who were on, if you remember, and it came back on. So there's a surge of power, and my laptop is old. It was like a secondhand gift from my friend. I wanted to pay her for it, but it was not that old when I got it from her, and it's been so nice. And it's just like one that I can use like for work, like a light work, and it's an HP. But I had it plugged in. The electricity went out for a few, like maybe 40 seconds, 45. It came back on, and it surged. Or the surge of power coming back on, it fried my laptop. So I no longer have my little laptop. So that means when I do videos, I can't attach, like when I say, oh, look in the iCards right here. I can't do that. And I can't put a video at the end of my video. So that's a bummer. And right now I'm having to scan a lot of documents to send to, like if I consult or if I have to do any important paperwork, I have to send it page by page, like on my phone, which is kind of a pain. But it's okay. I'm dealing with it. It's not going to make me sad and go, oh my God, poor me. Things like this happen. And I think that's the point of this video. Yes, my laptop got fried. Yes, my poor little faucet has started leaking. And I probably should have told my tenants not to use that function, but I didn't, because it is a weak spot for these type of faucets. And not their fault. I didn't tell them. And then that umbrella, I had it closed on my patio. It just caught wind because it was so much wind. So that's a goner, no biggie. And then, yeah, the fence is a bummer, but I'm gonna wait. I don't know about my neighbor because he seems eager to get it fixed. But I just said, let's wait until Tuesday. Let's see how it goes. And then maybe we can, recap then of what we can do for it. But I think I told him we can probably salvage the sections and then just put in the metal post. But in order for the post to be cemented in the ground, you have to have the right temperature. And it's cold and rainy here. And it has been like that for weeks on end, which is really unusual for us. So it is what it is. I think they probably don't want to look at my ugly yard because theirs is very pristine and they have gardeners coming in, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it, and why stress over it? I have other things I need to stress about, or that I shouldn't stress about, but that I could, so I'm not going to worry about it. If he doesn't like it, well then I can live without a fence for the time being. If he wants to replace it, fine, but I think we should wait until the storms are over. Why stress? I'm not going to stress. So we're dealing with this. It's an ingenious little contraption that my tenant put on there. Thank you very much to my tenant. And it's drying out. So there you go. We're working on it. I've kind of organized things into, 3 different categories. This is Lysol, comment, and some extra sponges. That's like an empty bin that I just have, that I put my little spot bot where I cleaned when I had carpet, like the pieces, the tank of water and the liquid and stuff. And then this one has little extra soap thingies, dispensers. And then I thought I had one more. Oh, it's underneath here. All my, let me, hold on. Okay, this is like a little bin. I got this for free in my neighborhood and I use it all the time, but they do sell these at the Dollar Tree, and they're just a little bit smaller and maybe not as thick, but they're really great. They're like a dish pan where you can wash dishes in. So I have all of my empty candles in here and some wax. I realize I'm just gonna stop buying the Dollar Tree mason jar candles because look that's half burnt and it won't burn anymore because of the way they did the wick. So I have so many of these like that. They're all half. So I'm gonna melt them down. So I really need to look at this one, barely used. Barely even used, which this scent, by the way, was divine. Coconut leaves, really good, but that's where it's at. So I'll use the jars, of course, and the wax, and then I'll these were great, you guys. I wish you guys had a 99-cent store. So I bought a 4-pack of these. They're soy candles. They have the wick broken off in them, but they burnt down better than anything. And there are 4-packs, so you got sugar cookie, or this was pine. No, there was a green one which is pine, this one which was sugar cookie or vanilla, and then 2 other ones. And they were marked down. They were normally 99 cents, but they were 75% off, so I got them for $1 for 4 of them. So I think I bought 2 packs, maybe 3 packs of them, and I gave 1 pack away, broke them up, gave those away for little gifts each Christmas. This was years ago, probably 4 years ago, and this is the last bit of them that I have. So, gingerbread was one of them. So that's one of them. Here's another one, so you can see them. And then the candles I did get from the 99-cent store were much better than the candles from the Dollar Tree. They melted down almost all the way. I know you probably can't see, but they did. And they smelled really nice, and they have a beautiful little jar. So I'm just going to stop buying the ones from the Dollar Tree. They're just not worth it anymore to me. So, yeah. And I do save my these hand sanitizer dispensers so I can make more if I have to with my aloe vera and alcohol. And that one was from Target. That I got at 90% off. It was 20 cents, and it was divine, the smell of this one. But Oh, that one was sugar cookie, and then there's another one called white spruce or something. It's in here somewhere. So I have a lot of melting to do. This is another candle that's battery operated, but also has actual wax. So I'm going to melt that down. But first I want to take care of the jars so I can reuse them, make use of them, and cleanse them so I can use them for canning. So I have that. I have like all these empty bottles, hand sanitizer ones, foaming one, my dish soap, little hand wipes, Clorox wipes, things like that, hand soap, you know, and I love that these have the holes. So I didn't originally have all of this in bins. I just had one bin, the garbage bin down here that you see, and that was it. And it was just overflowing. So I'm glad I kind of separated things into two of these and this one. And I'll keep that bin also underneath the sink. So once it's dry, it'll all go back in. It'll be easier to pull out. It's just much, much better. So I might get one more bin to put all of like my gloves in. Yeah, and I've got some stuff soaking over here. So that's it. I just wanted to come on and say, look, you guys can have a lot of problems from these storms, and some are going to be worse than others. You're going to have a lot of distraction. You're just going to have to seek out some help. You can't do it all yourself. I want to see if I can hire maybe a couple of my neighbors, and they can put in the posts for me. It's still going to be a cost of the post and the, you know, the labor. And then if I'm sharing it with the backyard neighbor, it won't be so bad. But I don't even have that money, but it'll come about somehow. You just work it out. You can work it out somehow. Don't stress over it. Things are going to happen in these times. I'm not upset. I'm totally fine. You just have to remember that. Be happy. Don't stress over it. Okay, I'm going to have to change scenery because I don't look very great today, so I don't want to come on live. But what I was going to say too, so here's another little lemon I had to bring in. It's not even ready yet. It's too hard, but it fell off. Those are my shishito peppers. What I was going to say is too, on Tuesday of this past week, I had to take in my puppy and 2 cats. I think I'm going to do another video on this, but I'll have the updates on that. So let me just come back to this. My kitchen is a mess. It's got everything and everything. So many things went wrong in this week, but I'm fine. My dad's fine. Oh, and something happened at my dad's house too. Part of a huge limb of our eucalyptus came down, and everyone's fine. Everything was okay. My dad got a friend over to help chop it up, and then my brother-in-law took it away. Nothing was damaged. Thank you, God. Thank you. See, I mean, I just feel so lucky, not lucky, that's the wrong word, blessed. So just remember, things can go way worse. Just take a deep breath and remember, this is all little stuff in the big scheme of things. Do not worry about it. I have a big scheme behind me that I'm, stressing about, but in the big scheme of things, these things are not that big of a deal. And yes, they are a headache and an annoyance, but it's not the end of the world. So if you have any of these issues from all these storms everyone's been getting, just take a deep breath and remember, it'll be okay. The next day will be better, and the day after, it's going to be fine. And you will find the resource to help you out. Gather in your neighbors, somehow say, I'll pay you in installments, whatever you can work out with whomever, you'll get the help that you need. So I pray that everyone does. I pray that everyone's been okay during these storms, all your animals, livestock, and your family. So have a good one, you guys. And I just thought, I should come on and show all this because it's to show that it's not the end of the world and we're all going to be okay. So keep a positive attitude. Think good thoughts. Don't get too stressed. And just remember, you're not alone in this. We're all having trees coming down, fences falling down, issues from the snow and the rain, flooding, you name it. As long as you're okay with your own self, like you're not hurt in any way, that's all you have to worry about. So, bye, you guys. I hope you stay blessed and safe during these storms. I will come on again in a live, perhaps. Maybe. Because, once you go on live, you break that seal and you want to come back on because you have so much fun with everyone. So, bye, everyone. I will see you all later. And stay safe. And stay positive. Bye.